What is your beef? We do it once a week. We do it on Wednesdays. You can beef about anything you want. Anything goes. I do not care. As long as it's airworthy. But in terms of subject matter and topics, it does not matter. Sports, non-sports, family, friends, work, social, anything. Anything. And you can do it with a call. You can do it with a tweet. You can do it with an email. Phone number is 1-800-636-8686. Email Rome, R-O-M-E, at haveatake.com. Twitter, follow me at Jim Rome. This guy is going to set the tone. Let's see what we got. Rome boy. My beef is with parents that don't discipline their kids on the airplane. It's bad enough I'm probably still hungover. I had to be up at 3 a.m. for my 8 a.m. flight. I get absolutely robbed at the ticket window with bags and tickets. Can you please keep your toddler from screaming at the top of their lungs because they can't have soda for breakfast and treating my seat like a battering ram? I'm just trying to make it to my connecting flight before taking my first L of the day. Thanks for nothing, Dan in the ATX. That's great. That's strong. I don't sympathize with parents that have toddlers, but they can't really do anything about little kids, toddlers. In fact, I used to be terrified of it. I didn't want to get on a plane, especially with Jake. Jake was like this frenetic little kid. I don't think we let Jake on an airplane with us. It didn't bother Janet at all. She didn't care. I don't think I let him fly until he was 18. I just didn't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. And once you've had kids, you have more tolerance because you know what it's like. Back in the day when they were kids, I would always say, is the device battery charged? Is the battery charged? Because the second you get them on the airplane, man, you stick a battery or you stick a device in their hand. Something to play with, something to watch, something to occupy them so they don't lose their bleep. I was constantly just neurotic about, did you charge their devices? Same in the restaurants. Jake was out of hand at restaurants. We would go to a restaurant and we'd sit down. I'm like, menu please. Menu please. Coke, please. Shirley Temple, please. Bob Penguin writes, my beef is with my neighbors. She is in her third trimester. Her belly hangs out of her crop top. His beer gut hangs out from his wife beater. They're about the same size. Please put on clothes that fit your ass. Jim Master, my beef is with OGs. Old guys who don't think they are old guys. If you have received the birthday thing for your 50th, you are an OG. If you have multiple homes, money in the bank, and own a Rolodex, you are an OG. Old guys, stop acting like you're not an old guy. War old guys being able to buy and sell your sorry ass. Ron in Colorado. Hey, Jim, my beef is with that TV show Unsolved Mysteries. Why have they not aired a primetime 2-hour special about our missing Alvin? War, come home, Alvy. Keith in Wisconsin. At the Tim Bell 1. I've got a beef with people, i.e. my wife, bitching about how hot it is when they have to walk from an air-conditioned office to an air-conditioned car. When I've been jumping construction in the California Central Valley for 30 years. I feel you, my man. Good point. Turtleneck Tan Man. My beef is with my mother-in-law. Back in 2015, when the Warriors were in the finals, she didn't watch one game and didn't pay attention at all. Now, all of a sudden, she's a huge fan. She's all over social media, posting all sorts of stuff about the Dubs, like she's an expert about basketball. Hey, mother-in-law, you are the epitome of a bandwagon fan and contributing to the baggiest fan base in sports. Signed Mario in SF. Wore Celtics in 7. My beef is with people that call their inaugural events first annual. Newsflash, it can't be annual if it's never happened before. And no offense, but your event will probably suck and not make it to the second year anyway. Dominic S. Erie, PA. That's my favorite one so far. Hey, Rome. Here's my beef. I'm seeing more and more women in their 50s, 60s, and 70s with bright green, blue, purple, and fire engine red hair. Hey, grandmas, it looks stupid on teenagers. What makes you think you old broads can pull this off? You have gray hair, not candy-colored rainbow hair. Knock it off, Nana. Chad from Orlando. Yo, Chad. What's going on, Chad? Hey, Rome, my beef is when I'm on vacation and the people I'm with want to do stuff that I can do at home. I didn't go through the hassle of getting on a plane just to get to my destination and spend the vacation sitting on my ass playing poker. If I want to do boring crap for a week, I would have stayed home. Let's party. Adam in South Jersey. Rome, my beef is with the dumpster truck guy. Every morning around 5 a.m., this dude rolls into my apartment complex and decides to empty those behemoth in seemingly the loudest and most violent way possible. Hey, a-hole, just because you hate your job doesn't mean you have to make our mornings a living hell. Freddy in Sac-Town. Chuck, what's the matter with you, dude? You look like you found out that Alvin is not coming back. Ever. Hey, Jim, I have a beef with these heifers on Match.com. Dating is hard enough without having to... I want to run this back. Jim, I have a beef with these heifers on Match.com. Dating is hard enough without having to click through all of these piggies. Hey, moo-moo, if you want a man, put down the 2 blue Hawaiians that you're drinking in that picture that for some reason you thought painted you in a good light and hit the gym for once. Chris in Scottsdale. James Kelly jumping in with something finally. Jimothy, my beef is with Rose from Titanic. Why does she have to throw that multi-million diamond overboard at the end? How about you hand it over to the granddaughter who is taking care of her and make her set for life? Or how about you give it to the guy who flew her out in a private helicopter, gave her great accommodations, and spent 3 years looking for the diamond? What a huge F you to those two. Rose, you're a selfish old bag and a crappy grandma for not thinking of your fam. Eric in Colorado Springs. Did I or did I not say in the beef segment you can beef about anything you want? Hey, Jim, my beef is with the guy who keeps telling you how great a show it is after you try it and don't like it. Then tries to convince you to try another episode by saying things like, you are almost to the good part, and it's about to all come together. Hey, D-Bag, I've watched 3 episodes. I think it sucks. I don't want to endure 7 hours of crap for 3 minutes of wow. Stop trying to waste my time. Mike in La Quinta. A lot of beef on Twitter and email today. Hey, Rome. I have a beef with the guy that beefed against his mother-in-law that's a Warriors fan. Dude, just be thankful she likes sports. My mother-in-law has to watch freaking crap like Ellen and Wheel of Fortune when she's at my place for 2 weeks. Aaron in Iowa. Mario, he's got a really good point. Really good point. Jim, my beef is with the dumb clones who don't know that it takes a next of kin or a parent to get the police involved in a missing person case. The person's boss is not able to do that. Know what you're talking about before you spout off. Gordo in H-Town. Thank you, Gordo. Thank you.
Ding.
Finally. Thank you. Jimmy, my beef is with people complaining about my 11 kids on the plane. I am doing my best to shut them up. Alvin DeLoro. Haunted horse. Wait, you know something I don't know? He's on a plane. Okay, good. It would be nice if he let me know, but good. All right, let's try the phones. It is the beef segment. I've run through Twitter. I've run through email. Let's see what we got here. Chalk, what do you like? Let's go to Detroit. Don in the D. Hey, Don, what's your beef?
Hey, Jim, thanks for the vine. My beef is basically I'm stuck here in Detroit. Every single sports team is not worth watching. Let's add a little bit of salt to it. It's a 97-degree day outside, and I'm sweating my butt off out here. Albie, come home soon. Rit, stay lost. I'm out.
Don in Detroit, stuck in the D. Quote, Albie, come home soon. Rit, stay lost. Probably it's not going to make it better, but I'll allow that. I tend to actually agree with that. Albie, please come home. Rit, please stay lost. Let's go to Reno. John in Reno. Hey, John, what's your beef?
Yeah, the Guacho's commencement ceremony this last Saturday with a big, humongous tree of life just sitting there while I have my David August suit on. I can't see nothing, so what do I have to do? I have to sit in the grass. Thanks. And by the way, if you and Clay had a kid, it'd be fake Clay. Come on.
If me and Clay had a kid, it would be fake Clay. How could Clay and I have a kid? Why would Clay and I have a kid? And if we did, why wouldn't it be real? Come on! Hey, dude, if you had a David August suit, you'd be legit. You don't have a David August suit. Nobody with smack that bad can afford David August.
Come on.
You have to be clever and talented and smart to be able to afford gear like this. You're none of the above, my man. Come on! Just calling up this show and saying, come on, is not going to get you in David August's door. Believe me. I've done business with him for many, many, many years. My man, David August, is about as much of a grinder as anybody I know. This dude works hard, but he's got extremely wealthy clients. I'm not one of them. And he does an incredible amount of business, and his workmanship is amazing. But he is very expensive. But look at this shirt. I mean, how nice is this? You want to know how nice this shirt is? I spilled all over it this morning. And my reaction was not, come on!
Come on.
Actually, it was, come on!
Come on.
Like I have so much work to do off the air, in addition to on the air, but off the air, on camera today, and I spilled stuff all over this shirt. Cindy once said to me way, way back in the day, like maybe 6 months ago, maybe you should have a backup shirt here just in case. And my response to Cindy was, Cindy, come on!
Come on.
Why would I need a backup shirt? I don't eat here, really. And I'm sure not going to spill anything here. So what did I do before one of the bigger days of the year? Come on!
Come on.
Maybe you've seen me on Twitter promote the Ben Newman Mental Toughness Symposium. I am going to appear on that today. So I put on a nice blue shirt. And what did I do? I spilled all over it. Come on!
Come on.
But you can't see anything. We fixed it. Come on.
Come on.
1-800-636-8686. Let's go to Scottsdale. Chris, what's your beef, Chris?
Hey, Jim, thanks for the vine. I got beef with a guy in Detroit who says it's hot when it's 97 degrees and he can't move out of Detroit. Here's a hint. It's 120 degrees here in Arizona. Move out of Detroit, go someplace else, and get a better sports team. War Cindy's mug, which isn't there today.
Wow, dude, he called it. He called it. He said, wore Cindy's mug, which is not there today. Cindy's saying, yes, it is. She's like, that reflects badly on me. It's on the other side of the glass. Do you know why the mug is not in here today? That dude nailed it. You notice, this is how closely this guy watches the show. Cindy's mug does make an appearance every day to start hour 3. He nailed it. I reload for the third hour. Even James Kelly didn't know that. That guy did. The reason Cindy's mug is not here is because the jerks on the other side of the glass had her carry the beef in. Cindy brought the tower of beef in. Way to go, Chalk. Stay classy, dude. So her mug is on the other side of the glass. Alvy, my man, I hope you're all right wherever you are. But wherever you are and whoever has you, you know, it'd be all right if they kept you a little longer. We're having fun, man. We are having some fun. So if you have Alvin, please treat him well. But if you want to have him a little bit longer, it's okay. Because we're having some fun. 1-800-636-8686. Let's go to San Jose, Northern California. Dan, what is your beef?
What's up, Rome? My beef is with people that park in disabled spots. All you clones sitting out there, oh, just for 5 minutes. Oh, my wife just ran inside. Oh, my grandpa's in a wheelchair, and I drive him around sometimes. It's for people with disabilities, not for people that don't want to be mildly inconvenienced. Get out of my spot.
I agree with that, Dan. 100%. If you park in a handicapped spot and you're not handicapped, you're a straight up a-hole. You're an a-hole. You just are. You're a straight up a-hole. You don't think that person who really is disabled would give anything to be able to walk all the way across the parking lot? Don't be an a-hole. That spot's not for you. That, you know what I would say even? I'd even add that to our list of reasons to go. That guy, like, I'm only going to be here a minute. You're an a-hole, you're arrogant, you're ignorant. It's a really bad, bad move. It's a reason to go. I'm telling you, if somebody is physically disabled, trust me, they would rather have the worst spot in the entire lot and be able to walk it themselves. Don't park in their spot. And it's not even like I'm disabled or I know somebody who's disabled who's very, very close to me. It's just common sense. Don't be an idiot. Don't be a jerk. That actually makes me mad. I'm with that guy. Are we done, Chalk? No, we're not. We have more. Let's walk it off on this one. We go to Boise. Ty in Boise. Ty, what's your beef?
Hey, Romy, what's going on, brother?
What's up, dude? You got a beef?
Just hanging out, man, driving for DoorDash. I'm with that last guy. I have a different beef, but that last guy, seeing people in handicap spots, man, makes me want to bite off a kneecap. But my beef is with the bag that won't pay attention to people coming out of the elevator, and they hear that door open, and they're just like, oh, my gosh, time to walk in. Hey, idiot, there's other people that might be coming out of the elevator. Back the hell up. War Alvy coming home. I'm out.
War Alvy coming home. War Ritz staying wherever he is. You know what? That's almost a reason to go. I'm not going to say that somebody deserves the hands if they do that, but that truly is one of the lowest class things imaginable. Like, aren't there universal things that we all know? That we all know? Hold a door open for a woman, or really for anybody at this point. Just hold the door open. But even that's a bad analogy. I've never, ever, for the life of me, understood people who walk onto an elevator before people who come off. I've never understood that, nor will I ever understand that. And that is not one of those things you can file away as an honest mistake. And that's not something you have to learn. Isn't that something you just know? Aren't we all hardwired for that? Isn't that already in your brain when you pop out? Like when the doctor smacks you on the ass as a baby, don't you already know? Isn't that what that smack's for? Like, whack! Let them exit the elevator before you get on. Whenever I see somebody do that, I always think, that's somebody who's looking to fight. That's somebody who wants to start a fight because nobody's that stupid. Nobody would do that. It's like the most obvious thing. If there's no one thing that we can all agree upon, but if we're being honest, right? We all know this. That's the one thing we all know. You do not walk onto an elevator before those within the elevator have a chance to get out. You don't learn that. You just know that. And yet people do it. I'm this close to saying that does go on our list of reasons to go. I agree with that. I really do. All right, so that's a strong beef segment. There you go.